Hello, thank you for joining me. If you're watching this live, give me a live in the comments. If you're watching the replay of this, give me a replay comment down there, and welcome. So today I just wanted to share how I worked myself out of feeling frustrated this morning and not necessarily having the best attitude. So first thing when I got up this morning, I had an appointment that I was supposed to go to. I got to the appointment and a failure on my part resulted in me not being able to go to the appointment. Now, the appointment was a moneymaker, and so I was really, really frustrated. And I'll be honest with you, I was not in a good mood for about a half an hour while I just kind of sat there and dealt with my frustration. And that's what I do. When I get frustrated or angry, I just sit with it for a minute. I acknowledge what is going on and how I'm feeling. I don't just brush it under the rug, and eventually I'm going to get faster and faster with this, but I sat with it for a minute. The very next thing that I did was I gave myself some positive self-talk. Okay, what's the goal today? What's the focus? What's the next thing I need to get done? So I immediately reframed my thoughts, refocused. I guess not immediately, but pretty quickly. I refocused and reframed my thoughts to, okay, what's the next step? Okay, I know this is happening, but what can I do now? Now that I don't have this appointment, what can I do to still be successful and productive today? So I tried to see if I could go to the next appointment early, and that didn't work, which was fine. I was planning on going to that later in the day, but I tried to reorganize my schedule. I tried to still maintain productivity while this other appointment had dropped out or fell through. That's what I did. And the very next thing that I ended up doing was I tried to boost my self-talk and flip the narrative so that it went from negative to positive. Now, that's going to help anybody anywhere to be able to work through something that's really difficult that you're going through. You've got to flip the narrative, and the sooner you can flip and change the narrative, the better. So because I couldn't do that on my own tactics were not working as effectively as I needed them to, I listened to a training, and it was a positive training. After the training, I was a part of a team huddle with the team that I work with, and those were all positive things. And then, as I participated in the team huddle, I got positive feedback back. One, because of my attitude and how I was sharing something, and two, because when I work, I go above and beyond. I understand the task, and then I do everything I can to complete that task. And if that means going beyond what the limits are to complete that task, or the unidentified limits, I will push those limits to get the task done. So, one, I reframed my thinking. Two, I listened to something to help boost my thinking so that it was more positive. And three, I participated in something that forced me also to be positive and interact in a positive way, which just came back to me with more positivity to help me boost, my mood. By the end of that meeting this morning, my narrative had flipped enough for me to be able to work hard the next few hours, ignoring what had happened, because it didn't matter anymore. It didn't matter anymore that something fell through, that an appointment fell through, a moneymaker or not. That didn't matter as much as what my attitude was, so I could continue to do the job that I needed to get done today. On top of that, I had additional assignments, or I guess appointments today, that I didn't really want to participate in. So it was kind of what got me sucked in first thing this morning, is that I had that appointment this morning that I was banking on, and then I had to look forward to two appointments that I didn't want to go to. En route to the second appointment, my lovely little car that I have that I love through and check engine light, which I don't need that on the top of whatever else I'm doing today. I should still be able to get to my appointment that I need to be at in about 45 minutes, but it was pretty frustrating. But instead of really getting sucked into that frustration, I was already listening to some positive affirmations, and really, that's usually what I have to do. I have to listen to positive affirmations. I have to get out of my head, which means sometimes I have to listen to somebody or something else that helps me get there. So hopefully this is helpful. If it's helpful, please let me know. I want to provide helpful information to you that's going to help you be able to grow and move where you want to in life, in your job, in your family, in your relationships. And so if this is helpful, please let me know. Drop me a comment below that it was helpful and why it was helpful. If it's not helpful, then drop me a comment about it, why it's not helpful for you, and maybe something that you do that is helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and we'll see you next time.